Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to take a look at a newish Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings set. That was the Polybag from the line, set number 30454, Shang-Chi and the Great Protector with 55 pieces. This set retails for $4.99 USD or $5, much like every other Polybag, and I was able to find this in my local Target, but I presume you can get this at Targets and Walmarts. Pretty much any store that you find Polybags should be able to have this now. It's pretty commonplace. The set is great. It contains the Great Protector and Shang-Chi, and is a drastically downsized version of one of the mainline sets from the wave. And honestly, it's a really, really great set. I really enjoy what we get here, and I'm really excited to take a look at this. This is the packaging. There's not much there. It's just got the village of Ta Lo in the back there. Then we have the dragon and Shang-Chi. On the back, there's nothing as per usual with Polybags. Let's get this out of the way though and take a look at the build, the minifigure, the manual, and of course my final verdict. Here's the build, and there's honestly not much there. It's really just Shang-Chi and the dragon. We're going to take a look at that Shang-Chi minifigure first, separately, and then bounce back for the dragon, which is honestly much cooler than I thought it would be. The Shang-Chi minifigure, and he remains unchanged from his appearance in the other two sets of the line. The only real difference here is his staff is gold as opposed to brown, although that doesn't really mean anything. He has the Superman/newer design for Tony Stark hairpiece in black, and then, in my opinion, an inaccurate skin tone color. LEGO, for the most part, has been giving Asian characters the slightly darker skin tone to kind of differentiate them, which some people think works, some people don't. I did a video fixing the Shang-Chi minifigures, which was very controversial, but regardless, this minifigure does not work for me. They reused Draco Malfoy's face, and in my opinion, Draco Malfoy and Shang-Chi look absolutely nothing alike, not to mention the fact that they are literally different ethnicities. So even if you don't think that the skin color, if you think the skin color works, regardless, the fact they reused a different ethnicity's facial print for Shang-Chi here does not work, and LEGO is just being lazy. There is no leg printing, but the torso printing here is perfect. It looks beyond accurate to what we saw in the movie. And then on the back, it's got some more designs there, and pulling this hairpiece off, he does have an angry and upset facial expression, which does kind of work. But again, like Shang-Chi, as the mainline hero for his own movie, and someone who's going to play an integral part in Phase 4 and 5 and on in the MCU, really should have gotten an exclusive facial print. I mean, honestly, come on. All the other mainline Avengers, for the most part, have somewhat of their own facial print, but he doesn't. That's just not right, in my opinion. Other than that, though, the minifigure is pretty great. I'm just, not sold in the face, and I don't want to harp anymore on that because I don't want to be too negative. But yeah, this is the Shang-Chi minifigure. Pretty great, all things considered. Just needs a little upgrading, in my opinion. First up with the dragon, I just want to point out that Shang-Chi is actually able to stand on it. And when you pull him off, there's actually this bracket piece that has a stud so he can lean his legs against it. If you don't want that, though, you can simply pull it off, and then you're perfectly fine. The dragon itself has some great posability. There are arms and legs in the front and back there on these handlebar pieces, and then the whole dragon is made out of these mixel joints, so there's a ton of posability. We got a feather on the end for the tail, and then moving along, just different white greebling on top, and then the dark red greebling on the bottom. And there's one of these superhero power blast pieces as a base, and it's attached just using some of those reverse stud pieces. And then the head is where it kind of gets interesting. There's a droid body used to make the base of the head with some very nice horns coming off. There's a mouth that actually does move up and down if you want, with kind of like I'm not sure if there's a beard or a tooth or whatnot on the underside. And then the eye is made using a single glowing blue stud with a very nice blue color slope piece to kind of round off the rest of the face. Then there's the snout. There's really not much to the dragon. It's a very simple Polybag build. However, it's also very recognizable. This is quite obviously the Great Protector from the movie, and you can really tell it looks exactly as it should, and it's probably one of the most accurate Polybags I've ever taken a look at. But that's pretty much all I gotta say for the build. Let's move on to the manual real quick, and then I'll give you my final verdict. Here's the instruction manual. It looks just like the packaging, just a little downsized. On the back we have the Windman, and then opening it up, you're pretty much gonna have what you'd expect. Just the instructions on this side, more instructions on this side, no advertisements, very simple. Overall, I'd have to rate this set a solid 8 out of 10. It's a really great Polybag and a phenomenal way to get the main character of this new movie if you don't want to spend the money on the two more expensive sets of the line. This, for $5, just gets you Shang-Chi and a very nice Great Protector minifigure. I did have to deduct 2 points, though, because the minifigure is horribly inaccurate and looks nothing like Simu Lee. So, I mean, honestly, they used Draco Malfoy's face. That's unacceptable. But yeah, besides that, it's a really great Polybag. If you find it, I would not recommend picking this up unless you don't have any other Shang-Chi sets, but if you do, this one's pretty much unnecessary. That being said, though, it's still a great polybag, and it's a very, very good entry into the LEGO Marvel world from Marvel. I just wish that maybe they had done a Shang-Chi polybag with a different build, as opposed to this. It would have been really nice to get Trevor in his minifigure form here. He maybe has Trevor Morris and some kind of small build for that, but, you know, it's still a great polybag for what it is. That's all I really got for you guys today, though. Just a quick little video reviewing this polybag. Make sure to tune in for the very next video, and have a fantastic and safe rest of your day, guys.